Hello, and welcome to the Without Judgment podcast, where we dive into how to connect with yourself and others in all the seasons of your life. I'm Virginie, your host, and every month I'll bring you new insights about life coaching and how it can help you be present and have more fun in your daily life. I am a life coach on a mission to help working moms get rid of guilt and overwhelm to get back to a lighter, happier versions of themselves where they can shine and have fun. I really want this podcast to help you take time for yourself and discover how to live the life you deserve. So hold my hand and let's go. Hello, and welcome to episode 9 of Without Judgment. This month, I want to talk about mental health awareness. Mental health is important and very often ignored or felt a little bit taboo in a way. And I'm all about talking about things that people don't like to talk about. So here we go. Why do I want to talk about mental health awareness this month? Because it's National Month of Mental Health Awareness, and I thought it was worth mentioning. And what I want to share with you is a couple of ideas and a few self-coaching that you can do at home, maybe, a couple of questions that you can ask yourself when you feel stuck. Especially, I'm thinking of all the people who are not fulfilled or maybe feeling unhappy at work and, having kind of rumination thoughts about what is not going well, how they can never change or have any power over any change to make the situation better. And mental health awareness for me, and relating it to coaching, which is not therapy, but it's also about how to have thoughts that can be useful to you, and noticing when your brain is feeding you thoughts that are very common and you may have had for years and years, and how that pathway in your brain is so easy for your thought to go through because you've been repeating it yourself. So as anything else that you practice, whether, it is playing tennis, swimming, singing, drawing, reading, writing, whatever skill that you have outside or in your work, the more you practice it, the better you can get at it. And it's the same thing with your thoughts. The more even without the intention of doing so, the more you think a certain way, the more you talk to yourself in a certain way, the easier it's going to be for your brain to recognize, oh, I know, from this kind of thought, like, oh, I could have done better, or I should already know that, I should be there already, I really want to get more money, but I know I'm not gonna get that promotion, or oh, I wish I could be an entrepreneur, or I wish I could be a writer, I wish I could have a 9-to-5 job, whatever your situation is. The more you're thinking, I wish I could, but I know I can't, that kind of self-defeated thoughts, this is a big part of the change. That's what we call mindset work. And, some people might dismiss it because it's not necessarily something tangible, but I can tell you firsthand how much of a difference that kind of work can do when you talk about achieving your goals. It can be really practical work that you do on your own or with a life coach to guide you through the different steps of your mindset, like how much it's like learning a new language almost, like just noticing how you talk to yourself and going from there. I don't know if some of you might be familiar with this time inventory, when you want to see if you can make time to add something to your week, any kind of activity or any kind of learning. And the first thing that a lot of coaches and people who are experts in time management will start you by doing a time audit. And it's also true when you think of your money. A lot of financial experts and financial coaches will start you by doing a money inventory. Do you know where your time is going? Do you know where your money is going? And if you don't, because sometimes we think that we don't have the time to look at what's going on, well, if you don't start by knowing where your resources like time and money or energy are going, then it's going to be really difficult to make any progress because you won't really know where or what you can change, what is in your control and what is out of your control. So that's where I want to tell you that the good news is you can fix anything you decide to. And you need to start with an inventory of what's going on. And after doing that inventory of your time, money, or what kind of thoughts you may be having about what is keeping you stuck at work or at home. It might be, some kind of clutter, some kind of overwhelm because you don't feel like you have time for yourself, or it can be that you want to earn more money or change jobs, explore a new career. Any of those situations start the same way. Do an inventory to bring some more awareness about the situation that you're going through right now. And then the second step will be to dream about what you want. And that's where I myself found it really helpful to be able to discuss it with a coach. And it doesn't have to be a coach. You can brainstorm on your own. You can chat with a few friends that you know would be supportive of new ideas that you want to explore. But for myself, I think I really had a hard time to give me permission to explore those thoughts for a long time. And that's where my coach really helped me to explore and dream about what would I like to do or where would I like to be if there was no limits of time or money or effort to put into it. And freeing yourself from those limitations is going to allow you to be more curious. And then when you have this idea that is like, you can find the motivation behind it for yourself. And after that, then you can start to narrow it down and be creative and add the constraints of the time and the money that fit your situation. But I can assure you that starting by allowing yourself to dream big and adding the constraints later is the way to bring more creativity and to get you much further than you thought you would go. So with that, I hope that you will be very kind to yourself and celebrate this mental health awareness month by being on your side, having your back, and try something new. Be aware of your thoughts and ask yourself good questions. That would be my tip for this month. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and I will see you next month. Bye. And as always, if you want to know more, you feel free to book a free call with me, what I call the AAA for the Mind call. And let's just chat and see if coaching could help you. Finally, I want to mention that I have a new workbook, a free workbook to download that's called Stop the Overwhelm in 3 Easy Steps. And you're welcome to go online and download it. It's on my Instagram, it's on my Facebook page and LinkedIn as well. If you found this interesting today and would like to dive deeper, I invite you to book a free 30-minute mini session with me on the website at without-judgment-coaching.com. Again, that's without-judgment-coaching.com. I can't wait to meet you. Talk to you next month. Bye.